Hello and welcome to The Hangar, and we are very excited to be joined by Kid Ink in the building. Who's here?
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm chilling right now.
You're chilling. It's great to have you here. Is this your first time in Manchester?
I feel like it is. I feel like I've
drove
through Manchester before, but this is my first like official, my own lane tour show.
Proper time.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm liking it. How is the tour going so far?
The tour is going pretty well. I think it's successful. You know, it's been a lot of sold out shows. It's been, you know, sold out, just meet and greets, a lot of fans really just ready to have fun. So
I can imagine. So how are you feeling about going on tonight?
I'm feeling good, you know.
Good,
I mean, I'm
rested?
interested, especially from last night, to see, you know, if the crowd's gonna be liver than it was the night before.
It was Birmingham, wasn't it, last night?
Yeah, I think Birmingham was pretty exciting. So.
Well, obviously I'm a little bit biased, but I would say Manchester crowd is going to be going off tonight.
Yeah.
So what about the latest single then, working with Usher, Tinashe?
The latest
big
single,
track.
yeah, Body Language came out pretty dope.
That.
You know, I think it was, you know, a record that, you know, it didn't take too much effort as far as, you know, getting it done. And I went in and recorded an idea that I had, and from there, you know, let Usher hear it once, you know, I found out that he was in the studio and working and getting back to his thing.
Yeah.
And then from there, I also let Tinashe hear it a little bit earlier too, and, you know, to see if she vibed with the female sections. So yeah, from there, you know, just on the thing of, you know, being, you know, friends and in passing all the time, I kind of told her, like, I got a record I think's pretty dope. I want to see if you vibe with it. And she was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then from there, I was like, yo, Usher's about to get on the record now, so we really got to get it done if you want to be a part of it. So from there, you know, we just all came together and figured it out.
Nice. And you've worked really closely as well. You've done quite a lot with Chris Brown. What's it like working with Chris?
Chris is cool, man. He's pretty chill vibe. You know, I think it's like that with a lot of people. You get in the studio and you get into the work environment, you never know how they're really gonna act. And then, you know, sometimes people just click and they have, you know what I'm saying, cool vibes and understand. So I think with just Chris's situation with me and Usher, I think it was one of those things where you didn't know how people were gonna act when you first met them, but then everyone was pretty cool and regular.
Yeah, worked well.
Yeah.
So is there anyone else you particularly really like to collaborate with that you haven't yet worked with?
As far as artists go, not really yet, to where, you know, I have certain songs that I always feel like, well, I wonder if this person will sound good on here, this person on this. And, you know, I haven't landed anything yet as far as that next one that I want to work on. But as far as producers go, I think it's a lot of different producers that I'm interested in working with.
Definitely.
Out there more than anything, whether it be newer producers like, you know, London on the track, or the older producers like, you know, Timberland. I just want to get in with some people who are pretty, you know, I feel like hit makers, and we can come together and make some bigger records and not just.
Because I mean, you started off like as a producer, like in your teens, like producing music. So how did you first get into that?
I think it was really, you know, when I was 16 years old, I had a group of friends who were already into it, kind of, so they kind of involved me and just introduced them, like, yo, we go to this different type of situation after school where he has this, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's more of like an after-school program that just independent guys set up that had a bunch of music equipment and everything. And
Brilliant.
You know, I went over there, learned some stuff as far as just how to technically use everything, and then ended up just purchasing my own stuff when, you know, I just saved up the money for it and really picked up a love for the whole, you know, craft.
So did you have another job then to kind of like fund all of that?
Always,
in the meantime? Yeah.
I always had to have a job since I was 16. And if I wanted the things that I, you know, wanted to have, as far as, you know, without stressing, you know, my parents for it and really taking away from that. So, you know, from there I used to spend all my checks on music equipment, definitely, and sacrifice everything else.
Definitely. It's been worth it. It's been worth the sacrifice. Because was it about 22 when you decided, I'm going to be a rapper? This is what.
Probably more of like a conscious decision of like, this is something that could work. Not really leaving the other one behind and saying, I'm going to be a rapper now, forget being a producer. More so than just letting everything just become natural and have fun and just being creative overall. And also knowing that in order to be a producer, that writing only made me a better producer. So, you know, and then from there.
You've got the knowledge of both then.
Exactly. I think that doesn't take away from, you know what I'm saying, the craft. It just adds more to it.
That's cool. Because you used to also go by the name of Rockstar, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to go by the name Rockstar, which was more of a production name.
Okay.
You know, when you're a producer, it doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it matters to some people, but I think, you know, the music can speak more than the actual name of the artist. So if, you know, my name could be Trash Can, as long as I'm making dope beats, you know, people are
still gonna
exactly, acknowledge it. But as an artist, if I'm named Trash Can and then I gotta go to an interview and people are like, why is your name Trash Can? What does that mean? What does that have to do with your life? And it's just like, I don't know. So, you know, so it's different.
Yeah. So it's a few different factors that all, you know, make the finished product. What sort of skills would you say are really essential to have in becoming, you know, either a producer or a rapper or, you know, other things, maybe not always music related things, but just skills that are really important, would you say?
I think skills that are important, just especially in this game, in order to strive is, you know, one, definitely being just open, you know what I'm saying, to opinion and what other people have to say to an extent. I think people are always so strong on be yourself, don't worry about what anybody has to say, do you 100%. And sometimes that can only, you know, it works sometimes, and you know, sometimes it can grab attention that way, but to a certain extent, you kind of have to still come together with the fans, with the people, with the culture, with just, you know, making it all make sense and not just always trying to do something super different. So I think, you know, from there, just listening and paying attention to everything going on and being a fan of your actual job makes it better. Because when you're just like a fan of yourself, it kind of closes you into a box. If you're a fan of the whole culture and of other people in general, you kind of like can motivate yourself off other people's
passion for
it.
it.
It's kind of like, it's like you wake up, it's a job. So at the end of the day, I think, you know, you think about it as a job 100% and a 9 to 5 that you have to wake up and think about, and you know, did I do everything I needed to do towards my job today to feel productive? And you know, it doesn't have to always be that much, luckily. Sometimes you can just write one song and I feel productive. So if I write one song I like, then it was a good day.
Good day.
Yeah, but if you wake up and you didn't do anything today and
it's
you're
like
still
a day
on
wasted,
vacation. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
you do a lot of writing in your spare time then? When do you find the time to write?
At the wrong times.
Really? Is that when inspiration strikes though?
Right, when you're just in the airport, boarding the plane, or you know what I'm saying, sitting just random places where I have to just pull out my phone and just leave a voice note real fast and just, you know, kind of...
So you don't forget anything, it's all there.
Right, because sometimes stuff just pops up from just small ideas or conversation that you hear from other people.
Nice. Now, you are amazing with your fans, I have to say. Like, you retweet a lot of them, and you used to do like a lot of the live streams to them as well. Do you still have time to do that kind of thing?
I think sometimes I do, but I'm not as conscious. Definitely not overseas as much as I would like to, because it's always just situations of Wi-Fi, internet, and service, and time zones, and not being on the same time zone with people, and you know, so certain things come into play. But I think whenever I set up like live situations, I always get so, you know, conscious about the scenery in the background, and now more than anything, because you know, people pick apart stuff, and I've taken pictures sometimes where people are like, oh, look at that in the background, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was in the background. To where, you know, you gotta set it up, right? So people overthink things so crazily to where I haven't, you know, I think probably when I get back in the studio more, I'm gonna do more live streams so people can, you know, just see the work.
Like behind the scenes, people love that. Now, I have to ask you, I hope you don't mind, obviously your amazing tattoos. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite tattoo is my hand tattoo. I think it's everyone's favorite tattoo just because it's like a little creepy the way it's designed. You know, it's really on the bone structure, and it was the most painful one that I have. So it's kind of like, I have to appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Any you regret, or?
No, I think about tattoos, you can't really regret the tattoo in getting it more so than you can regret sometimes the quality. So you can be like, oh, I wish I got this better, you know, but not some just a little different, more so than not a tattoo that I wish I could get removed. Because, you know, I think they all still hold, they all hold a moment that you have to remember, you know, at the end of the day. Whether it be negative or positive, sometimes that negative memory, it just sparks more of a, you know, change.
That's good. I don't have any at all, so.
Oh, yeah. If, go get some right now.
Like, as your advice, you're a great person to ask. Like, if I was to get one as my first one, like, what should it be of? Like, where should I get it? Where's least painful?
Least painful area, I think for females, the least painful area. Maybe like right here.
Like
some forearm.
Just see it
small,
there. It's like I'm holding the mic.
Yeah, small words. Maybe,
a
you know.
scripture that means something to me or something.
Yeah, you get a nice scripture that means something to you, never fails, or zodiacs, you know, stuff like that never fails.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you. I think I might have to go and get my first
bit of ink. We can go get one today.
Now. Like,
tattoo artist is at the venue.
No. Oh, really?
He's there right now.
So you're going to be giving tattoos?
I'm going to be getting tattoos today.
Are you?
No giving tattoos yet.
Have you got any more room for them, or have you?
Legs. Well, one leg. And still got some
more ideas.
I'm gonna get some hands.
Definitely. Oh, a nice one.
Maybe.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. So, like, what's next after the tour then? Just back in the studio, back home?
Yeah, I think the main focus is getting back in the studio and getting to the music and letting that, you know, be the forefront of everything.
Yeah. You heading straight back to LA after the tour, or?
No. I wish I was, but it's after tour, going to Russia for a couple days, surprisingly. And then we're going to the States to just do some other radio shows and bigger things that, you know, I've missed over these past couple months.
Keeping the promo going.
Yeah, keeping going. Because, you know, the single came out when I was over here.
Yeah.
So I haven't been in the States since the single came out. So I gotta,
you know. Crowd.
Yeah, I gotta see the home crowd, hit the home radio stations and the families. And,
Do you miss LA?
Yeah.
I went this year for the first time and fell in love with the place.
Yeah, so you know the weather, so you know it feels way different.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it is perfect. Well, luckily Manchester is not raining on you tonight.
No, London was raining, and last night was a little rainy too.
Well, we're looking after you here, and it's been great to talk to you.
Yes,
so thank you, and good luck with the show tonight.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you again. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.